Hello friends, welcome back to PatronesMujer. Today we're going to learn how to assemble the hoodie. If you are new to this channel, consider subscribing because we have a lot of great content that is come, so hit that bell and let's get started. We will take pen and paper to write down the materials. We'll find the pattern description in the magazine Children's Pattern number 14. Once we have the pattern tracing from the magazine, we cut along the side line that we'll make. This is a finished pattern, which means they have 1 centimeter seams, hems, and cut with notches and right lines. Okay. Before to start copying the fabric, remember to place all the pattern according to the line and how to use the fabric. In this case, we are going to cut parallel to the selvage of the fabric. This is the front. Insert the pins around the pattern and we cut one piece on full edge. This is the back. We insert the pins around the pattern and we cut one piece on full edge. This is the sleeve. We place the pattern and the pins around the pattern and we cut 2 pieces in mirror. This is the hat. Insert the pins around the pattern and we cut 2 pieces on mirror. This is the hem line. We place on full edge and we cut 1 piece and then we cut again the same piece on full edge. So in total we'll have 2 pieces. We cut again the same piece. This is the piece from the pocket. We place the pattern, insert the pins around and we cut 2 pieces on mirror. Now we continue with the other fabric and we start with the piece from the pocket and we place the pattern and we cut 2 pieces on mirror. This is the bias. We cut in diagonal and we cut 2 pieces on mirror. This is the opening piece, which is going on the bottom of the hoodie. We cut 2 pieces on mirror. This is the facing of the neckline. We place on full edge and we cut 1 piece. This is the back neckline facing. We place on full edge and we cut 1 piece. The piece from the hood, we place the pattern, insert the pins around and we cut 2 pieces on mirror. This is the flexible fabric, so we place the front facing and the back facing on fold edge, and we cut one piece for each one on fold edge. This is the piece from the hem. We place the pattern and we cut 2 pieces on mirror. This is the piece from the hem. We cut 1 piece on fold edge and we cut again the same piece, so we have in total 2 pieces, one from front and one from back. Okay, we have the pieces from the pocket. These are the pieces from the hem, and we fuse them. These are the pieces from the hoodie. These are the pieces from the hem, and we fuse them. And also the pieces from the facing, the front and the back, and we fuse them. And the sleeves. Place 5-fold tape on the sleeves. This is the front, this is the back. Okay, this is the bias, which is going on the pockets. We're going to make the piping from 0. We're going to be sewing a pre-made piping for the pocket, so we have to create a tunnel to accommodate the piping inside. We fold the bias in half and we pass a stitch very close to the piping. We place the piping on top of the edge of the pockets, and we place on the other one, and on top we place the other pieces from the pocket, from the other fabric. We pin around them. Sew it to all around of the mouth of the pocket, and you have to use one single side foot for place the piping. Place the rights of the fabric of the pocket and pass a stitch very close to the piping. And continue sewing all around the pocket. Turn the piece there. Leave a gap there because we have to turn out the pocket for this gap. Cut the excess of the fabric all around of the pocket. Cut the corners. Clip the seams allowance and turn out the piece for the gap. With the help of the scissors, pull the corners and then press with the iron the piece. Pass a stitch on the mouth of the pocket, both of them. This is the front piece. Transfer the mark on the fabric with a removable pen and place the pattern on top and make a mark where is going the pocket. place the pockets on top and pin it both of them. We pass a stitch on the edge of the pocket all around. We turn the piece and we continue. Okay, we place the facing piece. We face the rights of the fabrics and we are going to close them. This is the sleeve, and also we have to match the notches and we face the rights. This is the hoodie. We face the rights of the fabrics and we pin it all around, also with the other piece. The next step will be facing the rights of both, and we are going to close all around. We start sewing the facing piece. If you have a look, we overlock the edge of the piece and we continue sewing all around the piece. Cut the corners and the neckline. Clip the seams allowance, and now we continue with the sleeve, placing the sleeve. So face the rights of the sleeve and the back and sew them. Face the rights of the hoodie and pass a stitch to all around of them. After that, we open the hoodie and we pass a stitch on the center of the hoodie. This is the other part of the hoodie. We face the rights and we close them. The rights of the hood and sew them all around. We face the rights of the hood, match the center, and Close all around. And we pass a stitch to all around of the hood. Place the hood on the center back and pin it. You have to match the notches and the center back. This is the facing from the back. So we place on top and you face the right of the fabric and match the center and the sides. And we take the piece from the front and pin it to all around. You have to match the sides and the sleeve. Continue closing the sleeve, so face the right. You have to match the armhole and the sides. These are the pieces from the hem, face the right and close on the top part. Start sewing the hood with the back part, so match the center and the notches. This is the facing piece, and if you have a look, we overlap the edge and we place the piece on top, we face the right and we sew them all around the neckline. Cut the excess of the fabric around the neckline. Cut the corners. We face the right of the fabric and we close the back and the front from on the side. The sleeve, we start sewing, so face the right of the fabric and continue sewing all around the garment. This is the side, and continue closing all the garment for the side until the notch. If you see, until there. We pass to the other side, so this is the sleeve, and face the right, close it and sew it all around. Continue closing the side. This is the other side, so continue sewing from the armhole to the notch. And finish closing the armhole, the gap that we left. Close the other side, the other armhole. If you see, have a look, we overlock all the seams inside of the garment. These are the pieces from the hem. Pass a stitch until the notch and the other side. Snip the curves inside. With the help of the scissor, pull the corners. We'll place a button there and pass a stitch to all around. A little bit more the notches of the piece of the hem. Clip also inside and face the right of the piece of the hem and pin it all around. This is the top part of the hood, so pass a stitch all around on the top part. Also pass a stitch on the piece where is going the buttons. and continue passing a stitch all along of the neckline under the hood. The piece from the hem, we face the right, you match the notches and go all around of the hem. So the other side, continue with the curve and all around. Cut the excess of the fabric on the curves, that means on the four curves of the hem. This is the facing piece from the hem. We pull the seams down and we pass a stitch on it. Also, we make the same process as we made from the front part, so we pass a stitch on the facing piece and fold the seams down. We measure 2 centimeters on the side and we pass a stitch on it, parallel all around of the hem. You want to be sure, measure again the 2 centimeters all around of the hem. If you want to have perfect stitch all around, I prefer to measure again the 2 centimeters all around. Overlock the cuffs and fold 2 cm inside and pass a stitch all around. This is a piece from the hem, but it depends. If you want to leave the piece there, you have to sew it by hand, but if you don't want to, just don't place the piece. But I prefer to leave the piece there because it looks the contrast. If you see, we fold the piece in half and we overlock all around. We continue sewing. Be careful because we want to get the stitches all sides of the garment. We sew the facing piece with the seams, and this helps that the piece doesn't move. Sew them by hand. And this is how finished hood looks. If you see, we place the bottoms, and this is the hood, this is the back, and this is the front, and the pieces from the sides. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel because you will find more tutorials and more things. And if you would like to see any tutorials, let me know down there in the comments, and I'll see you next time.